Megan, it's Christmas. Do you know what that means?
What?
Santa probably brought me a 1965 Buick Rivera. That's my dream car. He must have. Santa brought it. Santa brought it. Daisy, it's Christmas. Do you know what that means? Santa brought me my 1965 Buick Riviera. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Maybe it's out in the yard. Damn it, every time.
There we go! Woo!
I'm nervous, not gonna lie.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to GROB, Golden Rust or Bust. I'm your host, John Behrens, and behind the camera today is Landon Rose.
Yes, sir.
So today what we're going to be working on is we're going to be working on a well, hold on, I can tell you the exact year here. 1984 Honda ATC 200s. So that's what we're going to be working on here. It is an absolute basket case. My grandpa bought this at a garage sale for like 40 or 50 bucks back in 1993, 94, somewhere in there. But it comes with this. I have actually recently, before I had the YouTube channel, I was putting this engine back together. So then I kind of stopped, got busy with college, everything else. It's all there. It's all complete. We've already got everything pretty much put back together on it. It's just kind of time for the engine to go back into the three-wheeler, and I need to find the tank, the gas tank. That disappeared somewhere. No, I know it's around here somewhere. We're going to find it. But all the plastics are over here. So, like, the plastics are in really good condition. I can kind of mock it up to show you what it'll look like with the plastics on it.
You know, actually, in that lighting, it looked like it had a little bit of sun fade, but now I actually see it in this light. It actually doesn't seem to. It looks in immaculate shape.
And then I got, hold on, I know I got the seat somewhere. So now I just need to find the tank and put the engine back in, clean the carburetor, and hopefully we can get this thing to run. So that's what we're going to be doing today that's what we're going to be doing
Here.
So,
That's what we're going to be doing today on Golden Rust or Bust.
thank you, Landon. Thanks.
So, me and John were just discussing behind the scenes that since pretty much the start of John's YouTube channel, you guys have been asking in the comments, I've been seeing on his videos, you've been wanting to see this.
Yeah, so for example, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I put out a poll, and I was like, what do you guys want to see next? Snowmobile, three-wheeler, or there was something else. And everyone said three-wheeler. So now 15,000 more subscribers later.
And 16 videos later.
We're finally getting to it, okay? I'm slow moving. I am also a little slow to thinking sometimes, but, we're there.
Like right before the intro.
Exactly. It's hard. Words are hard. Sometimes you're the hammer, and sometimes you're the nail.
And the words are the hammer.
And the hammer. I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV. Anyway, so we're going to be putting this engine back into that thing. I got to find the tank, and so we're going to get this thing running today, hopefully. Yeah. So I came out here looking for There we go. I came out here looking for the tank for that three-wheeler. If I remember right, a couple years ago, I took it out from the basement, put stuff in it, and then was shaking it around in order to clean the rust out of it. And I don't know if I forgot it or put it in here. So we might be looking for a little while. Grandpa's Coop's back in the garage for the winter. We're still working on it, trying to get the brakes to work so we can drive it further. Landon just smoked his head on the on the garage door.
That's what I get for being blessed with a tall height.
And then Grandpa's Silverado's here. If you would like to see either of those two videos, it's going to be here or here or here for the videos. They're going to be somewhere around here
on your screen.
Somewhere around here. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna be looking for this. If you guys spot it before I do, oh shoot, let me know in the comments, so then I can watch it later and see how much of an idiot I was.
What's behind door number 2?
Grandpa's Honda Civic.
Yes, it is.
Did you know he crashed it?
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
Bad.
This thing's an absolute unit too.
It is.
It's really clean.
Well, other than the fact that the front end is smashed now. But
Yeah.
Where did this come from? Okay. You know what? Don't ask questions. Where in the heck did you go? Well, I tell you what, we're gonna keep looking. We'll let you know when we find it. All right, I have found it. It is back hidden behind a crawler. Oh, wait, hold on. Don't tell me I left the rocks and the gas.
That sounds like you did, buddy.
Well, hey, you know what? That helps us out. You want to know why? Because that means I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to rattle it around and clean it out again. Because why not? That was not my plan.
Mailman.
All right, let's see where we're at.
All right.
So this tank was actually in really good shape. Like, it doesn't have any pinholes or anything like that.
How does it look on the inside?
Okay, so there's rust, but like, honestly, you just strap a little bit of a...
You know, from the little bit I saw, it actually doesn't look near as bad as the white Yamaha over there. That's
very true.
That's pretty.
And I didn't even clean that one out.
Oh, you
and if you want, no, I didn't.
I thought you put rocks in it.
No. I just said, let me just put a inline fuel filter on this and run it.
For how rusty it is on that inside of that gas tank,
it's running great.
It runs great. Yeah.
It's running great. So, anyways, I'm gonna clean this out then, dump the gas out of it, take it downstairs where it belongs, and
put some fresh gas in it.
Yeah, hopefully we can put some fresh gas in it and try and get the thing to run. I also need a spark plug, which isn't down there. I've already checked, so I'm gonna have to check up here for some spark plugs.
You know, spark plugs are a lot smaller, so that's going to be even longer of a search.
Yeah.
So.
Very true.
Yum.
Chalky milk.
It looks like some of my experiences I've had with after having Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's about right. All right, now the rest, you just come over here.
How dare you?
Yeah. All right.
All right, so
Now we're in business.
now we got most of the old gas and rust out. we're just gonna take it downstairs, put her on.
Cool.
Okay, let's try and get the tank.
So we got the gas tank.
Okay.
Washed it up real good, and the spark plug, and was the bolt down here?
Yeah.
Oh, it was? Okay, all right, cool. All right. Now
Something like that.
The semi reveal of
What it will look like.
the three-wheeler.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, it does.
The plastics aren't broke.
Don't mind that part right there. There eventually will be a motor right
Yeah,
there,
that,
but
you don't worry about that little guy.
You don't worry about that's not important.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. So, all right, it needed a spark plug. We're gonna see if this spark plug fits. It's gonna be way too big. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Damn it, Landon. This is supposed to be PG-13. Wrench here, buddy.
Where is it?
Right here.
Give it to me.
Which I want to say, big thank you guys to everybody who watched Kevin's stream, and I was there. I just want to say thank you guys so much for sending the money that you did. That was awesome. I'm gonna spend it on my probably my open bar, actually, like at the wedding. So thank you guys so much. You guys probably are buying drinks for everybody in my family at home. If not that, I'm going to spend it on some of the furniture to buy or to rent at the place that we're getting married at. We're getting married up in Minnesota. So it's going to go to good use, and I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. So thank you guys so much. Back to the show. I need to find
A wrench.
a wrench. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
So, I am going to take this engine, and I'm going to put it into that machine. I threw my back out.
All right, hold on there, bud. Let me get your cord for you.
Okay.
Your plug. Wire.
It looks like it needs to go in farther, like that. Can I have the smaller one? The smaller
bolt?
bolt? Yeah. Put your hand out.
Yeah.
Get in there.
All right.
Well, anyways, we're going to finish putting this thing back in here, and we're going to get back to you once it's all the way in, because we kind of need 4 hands to do this, so.
Yeah.
Be there for you. Be there for me, too.
So a little update. John's lost his mind.
Yep.
And manifold, kind of just said screw it, because for whatever reason it does not want to go in all the way. So
No, it went all the way in.
I don't know. There's kind of a gap right there.
Yeah, it'll be fine. There's a lot of droppings around here, so I'm gonna take a look inside the airbox for the first time. All right, well, actually,
Did not look too bad.
but okay, it's been sitting for so long, and I've seen this before where it looks okay, but it's actually really bad. And let me show you. Okay. So it looks right. It looks okay, right?
Oof.
Yeah. And then that gets sucked inside. It's just completely disintegrated. So we're going to actually
Take that out.
delete that. Okay, well, it took me a while, but I finally got the car beef tater on. Yeah, that fought me a lot. You know, it just didn't want to go in there. So, anyways, gonna put oil in it. This stuff has been floating around on Grandpa's, shelf probably since it was bought new. Looks like it'd been in a fire. I don't, or the sun just aged it immensely. I mean, it's just yellow. So, anyways, so I'm going to put this stuff in there. It's, Valvoline 10W30. It's motor oil. It's a motor, so figure it'll be fine. It's also a Honda, so again, should be fine. So I'm going to put a couple, I think it's like 1.5 quarts or something. I got to read the book, but I'm going to put some oil in it, and then it's time to put gas in it and see if it runs. So we're getting pretty close. We also then need to put the chain on and see if we can get it to drive. All right, well, it's time to put the oil in, so I got to scoot this thing over. Ugh. Okay, now you should be able to see me. If you can't, I'm sorry. I'm not behind the camera, so I don't know. Yep, that got us to the top of the dipstick, so that was perfect amount. So now that it's got oil in it, it's time for me to see if this thing will run. So I'm going to put some gas in it, choke it, and pull her through a couple times to see if we can get this thing to fire up and run. I don't know when the last time this thing, I've never seen this run ever in my life. It's been down here for my 23 years. So I'm going to put some gas in it and see if we can at least get this thing to fire up for the first time in at least 24 years. So 23, 24, how old am I? Oh my God, I'm old. I can't even remember how old I am. Ah! So anyways, that's where I'm at. Put some gas in it, see if it fires. That should be enough gas, I would think, to get it running. So, got our spark plug hooked up, got everything else hooked up, the ignition hooked up, turn this to run. Check this side, spark plug is in, tightened up. I guess fuel is on. I don't see any major leaks. Choke is down. Maybe choke is the other way. Maybe we don't have spark. I've got an idea to check that. Well, we got a pop. My guess is we're not getting fuel to the carburetor. Aha! So, not getting any fuel to our carburetor. Alright, I got that petcock cleaned out. Tighten up my fuel line. Alright, now in theory I should be filling up the bowl with fuel. I think that's choke. I'm gonna choke it and hope for the best. First I'm gonna tighten this down a little bit. Okay, a little more choke. Well, I got it to run. The idle is way low, so I'm going to screw in my idle speed. Let's try it again. She definitely likes choke. Time running in, I don't know how many years, but at least it's running now. It definitely smells like it hasn't been running in years. It smells like when burning an old mouse carcass out of the exhaust. It smells pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. So, does my kill switch work? It does. So, alrighty. That stinks. So, now that I got a running machine, I'm going to finish by putting my chain back on the machine, and I'm also going to put all the parts back on, and I'm going to see if I can... Oh, I need to put air in the tires. Tires are deathly flat. So, put air in the tires, get the machine finished up, find a shift lever, and see if I can get this thing to move under its own power. That's really cool. I took this machine off Grandpa's bench, put it back in the machine, and... here we are. All right, well, I got my chain on and tightened up. Might be a little too tight, but I got the chain on. Got everything buttoned up with the brakes, everything else. So anyways, got everything mostly buttoned up. The only thing I need to do now is find my shifter, put air in the tires, and we're ready to rumble. Well, all right, it's been a couple days again, because, you know, my schedule is really messed up. But finally, I have my tank here to fill up the tires down there in the corner. Little pancake compressor. Thank you to my future mother and father-in-law for that gift. It is currently the 24th of December. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hopefully I can get this out to everybody and tell everybody to have a Merry Christmas, because that's important. I got my shifter here, so I'm going to put my shifter on, air up the tires, try and move this thing outside, and see if I can ride it for the first time in close to 25 years. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, it runs. We'll see if it moves under its own power. I got the chain hooked up. I got everything else hooked up. Chain's lubricated. Well, at least it's been oiled. So now it's kind of to the point where we just see if this thing moves and rides. And that's where I come in. It is -5 outside right now. It's not that bad. I'm going to set this thing up, and we're going to ride it. All right, so I got my air compressor. I got about 90 in the tank right now. I'm not going to fill these up with 90. That would be really bad. But let's see if we can get them to take air. Well, they all took air. And I tell you what, this thing rolls a hell of a lot easier. So, it looks like it's time for me to get things out of the way and attempt to move this thing out of here and out into the open where I can ride it around and it moves under its own power. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to move everything out of the way and get this thing to go. Well, now that we got the machine out and I blew a nut out trying to get it out, I say it's time that we get this thing started and try to drive it. That was a lot of work. Oh, I hate how much work that was. I need to go back to the gym. I need another beer. God. Let's see if this thing moves under its own power. All right, I got this thing running. Let's go for a little ride. Well, I got the machine in a total basket case. You saw me get the engine off the bench, put it back into the machine, put all the plastics on, clean the tank out. What else did we do to it? Put the chain on. I forgot to record that part because it was time consuming and they didn't really have all the area to do it in. But there we go. Now we have a running, driving three-wheeler. And it's in really good shape. I mean, the graphics are good. Well, a little torn up. The seat's really good. The plastics are good. The tank is okay. Still has that sticker on there. That should be all right. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Golden Rust or Bust. If you did like this episode and you want to see more like it, like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you know when I put out videos, even though it's all over the place because of my schedule. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful New Year. Subscribe to my friends, Junkyard Diggs, Junkyard Mook, Thunderhead 289, Jeremy Rhydes. You guys already know Vice Grips Garage. Go and check out Cars and Cameras. I'm probably forgetting a couple people, but just go check out other people on YouTube. It really helps everybody out, and I also like watching them. Well, anyways, that'll do it for this episode of Golden Rust or Bust. And as always, keep those wrenches turning.